Invictus, and that's the pick you think would round out the draft for G2, because they were lacking on magic damage. They find magic damage, it's actually through the Swain. So I like the Jace when it comes to blocking.
Oh boy, Perkz does not have his World Ender ready to go anymore. Flash also not going to be available. Thing goes in, drops down the Cataclysm. Perkz going to be stunned up there. The Jace comes in. Rookie's able to find himself some damage, and first blood goes over to IG. Way down into the bottom lane, seeing if maybe there's a fight to be had, but Ning's also going to be showing up here now too. Could be a big 3 versus 3. Balon going in. Ning's able to find the knock-up onto Yarn. It might be in some trouble here. Going to be headbutted backwards. Able to find the Cataclysm down to all 3 now as Ning's going to be dropped first. And G2 gets everybody out. It's 1 for 0.
MACAO, much less chance of him being able to actually get the solo kill now on Wonder, but they are bleeding damage.
Jungle control on the side of IG, which is not the plan they went in with. We said 2 preferential lanes in mid and bot lane, but top lane evolving has put G2 in a worrying state.
Well, they've already secured every objective in the game that's been taken so far. Why not keep that stat together? As Jackie grabs the second turret.
A shock place blast onto Yarn out of fog. He's basically out of the fight. He just has to go back.
While mid lane is the calling coming out from Jackie Love to make sure Shelly gets off that second charge onto the tier 2 turret here. As the Simmer gets popped with Did going in, able to find the knock-up onto 2, but now going to be disengaged mostly. Balon having to back up as Jankos looks to go in, find even more damage onto Ning, who gets himself out with a nice EQ combo. Perkz coming around from the side now as well. Jackie popping the blade of the Moon King, keeping himself in a good spot. Perkz going to be slowed, and G2 will not.
Which right now is not usually their decision to make.
Breathe while you can, because IG's not going to let you do it much longer. Yanko's going to be in some trouble here as Balon goes forward, looking to find the knock-up with the Glacial Fissure. That's going to be kill number 1. Perkz going to be in some trouble now, too. Wadid having to get himself away, gets knocked up into that smite, and that is 2 going the way of Invictus Gaming. Jackie looking to make it 3, but Wonder gets himself away.
Wonder he's not going to be able to contest this wave, so in a turret goes down. This is all pre-20 minutes, guys. The Baron still hasn't spawned.
A measurable amount of sustain coming in now for these guys. Even if they take some damage from a skirmish with G2, they'll be able to
this turret. They're putting Perkz in the top lane. They're saying, all right, let's take a trade, get some gold back here, and try to fight for what we can.
And this is what I was talking about with G2 earlier. They are risk averse. They're trying to minimize these losses, not put the majority on his team. He's gone for the full tank build with the Knight's Vow into the Cinder Hulk. Also has a stopwatch in case he gets the one who's jumped on. As now Yarn is going to be in some trouble, gets himself dunked into the back line, goes Ning, goes into the stasis right now. Jackie Love grabs the first kill. As IG will push even further in, they do lose Ning, but they're still continuing to look to make those plays. Perkz is in World Ender, going to go into Resurrection. Wonder trying to find the damage on the Demonic Ascension, but he won't be able to get really anyone. Balon over the wall could be in some trouble. Instead, it's going to be a killing spree for Jackie Love. And IG win yet another fight.
They're diving the inhibitor turrets at 24 minutes here. The minion wave already set up. It's another turret going the way of IG. All 6 have now been cracked.
Regular season.
Engage. There's more than enough follow-up here.
Speaking of engage, he sets Jackie up for a rampage, and IG is now set up for a mid-lane push. It's tier 3 turret under siege. They'll knock that one down, no problem whatsoever. Inhibitor will fall next as 4 members of G2 now wonder, how in the hell are we going to hold this here at the Nexus turrets? Jackie going forward, looking to find a couple shots there, getting that damage. Shy's on the front line. It's going to be damage coming down on the Perkz now here as well. Balon throws up the shield. Shy looking to find damage on the back line too. Perkz in the front line won't be able to do much of anything. Goes into Resurrection immediately. Turret falls, 1 left standing. As now Wonder's going to be the target. Goes into stasis to buy a couple of extra seconds. Has to get himself away. Shy still looking to make something happen. It's 2 seconds to burn and respawn, but G2's already losing everyone else. Wadid's going to be brought very low. They try to go back in and find the counterattack, but Jankos can't quite do it. It's a double kill over to Rookie, but Wonder gets the shutdown onto him. Ning, Balon, Jackie, they're all on the Nexus turret while Shy just dashes around and kites everyone else through the smoke. IG has managed to find themselves most of the fight, but they won't be able to grab the Nexus just yet. They retreat away.
They know this game will inevitably end. They can't find the end right now, but what about now?
Oh, Ning doesn't need the end when he can find Wonder like that, and that's going to be Jackie set up to find himself a double kill over to IG's AD carry.
Also, the Knight's Vow. How about a Baron buff to join it?
No reason not to, right? It's on the map, it's alive, you want it to be dead.
17 years of age, coming to age on this big pressure match. They're able to roll through. Wadid's looking for a flank.
Wadid trying to make some sort of a final stand here as G2 have to find their fight. Perkz going to be taken very low. Ning already grabbed the kill down onto Yarn in the back line. Balon grabs the kill onto Wadid here too. Wonder trying to stand and make some sort of a defense, but everyone else has already gone. A double kill over to Ning, and IG gets the clean ace, and they'll take the whole base. Game 1 goes to Invictus Gaming.
Dominated in game number 1, so G2, I feel so much of this is going to come down to Jankos, to his pathing, and on the Gragas, risky decision here from Jankos. He already full cleared top, and he bought Predator Boots. He's going straight top, so he essentially has to make this gank work, otherwise he's going to fall way behind.
Turks going in onto Rookie here, but Talia is there. The seismic shot makes it happen in first blood.
Oh, he lives!
IG! Rookie lives through it. Ning making the choice to stay, and it pays off huge.
This is so big, though. You can see Ning is working his way up, but he pulls it off.
The Shy in some trouble. Predator Gragas coming around. The Hammer to deny things. The Shy flattening himself backwards. Still going to be kept alive for now. Ning's making his way in. It's going to be seismic shove. It's damage coming down, but it's only going to be a kill. Over to G2 for now. Jankos having to flash away, trying to keep himself alive. Chain's not going to do it. Ning can't find the follow-up, and that's G2 making it 1-for-1 overall, while bottom side, 2v2 breaks out. Balon's taken very, very low. Wadid looking to find a couple more auto attacks. Needs that stun with that tongue, and there you go, Wadid takes him down.
That was so important at the end that they get a 2v2 kill against IG. The teleport back in. Ning is still here.
Seismic shove gonna throw Jankos back. The damage continues coming out from the threaded volley, and Ning picks up a second for Invictus Gaming.
If they greater than Aatrox early, LeBlanc greater than Aurelia early, Gragas already has to be in the right spot, and the Shice has gone for an all-in.
Wonder's taken very low. Remember, he doesn't have a world ender. He can't keep himself alive. They have had one hell of a journey to get here so far, so I do not expect them to go down without a fight. Top side of the dive on the Wonder. World ender comes out, but immediately going to be popped. Resurrection only brings him back with about 200 HP, and Rookie says, I'll get rid of that second life as well.
Yeah, there's no getting out of that one for Wonder in the 3v1, so easy kill, and it will be the first turret going the way of IG, and now it becomes a question about, can they continue to snowball this? Can they knock
now? What does IG have decided? Nope, you want the Infernal Drake? That's going to be ours too.
And that's why the Shy just walked right down, right? They bring down the Shy to mid lane. He pushes sorts of strategies really shine.
See what they can do bottom here as Jackie Love to be collapsed on by 3. Doesn't bother trying to spend any sort of a summoner spell to get out of that one. Knows he's dead. Defiant
Not enough items on Aatrox or Aurelia for the Gragas gank to win 2v2. So play further around bot lane. Actually get a turret this game. However, it's at the cost of the Rift Herald, forcing them to react.
All right, mid lane, it's stasis from Jankos, keeping himself away from the seismic shove. Shelly's going to be pushing up on this tier 2 in the mid lane. Turks goes in, trying to stop this from happening. Instead, he's going to be taken very low. Not quite killed, but he will find the kill with the Ignite onto Ning for the fadeaway as he walks off to the side. Also going to be a kill onto Rookie there as Wonder makes himself known in this game. IG finally going to be forced off.
That's a really big momentum because they get the bot lane turret through the great items, but they get a kill. Speaking of kills, though.
Meanwhile, top side, it's Wonder and Jankos on the run. Wonder trying to keep himself alive here. Doesn't have the World Ender available, and the seismic shove will seal his fate.
That was looking like
the Shy is flexing on the top side, justifying his ranking in the top 20 as one of our best.
This champion has been his most played throughout the tournament, but it seems like the nerves are getting the better of him.
Oh,
here
God.
in the semifinals, as the Shy will get the better of Wonder once again. World Ender going to be used, keeping Wonder alive. The Shy trying to disengage now, but instead
Oh,
the final round! This man is a monster, and Perks will be beaten down.
He actually kills him with the
single-player game, and everybody on G2 are the monsters coming after him that he is just smashing down. Jackie Love nearly going to be killed in mid lane, instead seen as a possible carry because you can do it like that if you are that damn good. And the Shy is, as Wonder has no world ender and no way out.
Man after man after man to the top side, controlling the jungle, and
oh, here it goes! There's the cast! That's what he's been looking for all game, and the dividends are going to be huge for G2. They've already found themselves two, but now can they get away? The Shies come in, the cavalry has arrived, the accelerated shock blast finds its way onto 2, but they won't be able to grab any kills just yet. Rookie goes over the wall.
Oh my God!
Down credit over onto Wadid as the Shy grabs the kill into Perks here as well. IG has managed to grab themselves 2. Balon goes in for the save and keeps the #1 team from China. That means we can beat the #2 team from China. But it doesn't seem that easy. Rookie goes on a rampage, kills off Jankos instantly. This team is up 7,000 gold. They're up 2 Drakes. They're reality that G2 live in.
I mean, honestly, the Shy and Rookie are these apex predators where it feels like a nature documentary every time they come in the screen. 1v1, 1v2, just listen.
looking
and you
for
hear
the
the
play.
results. They're going for the all-in.
G2 are making one last-ditch effort to make this game happen. Jackie Love off the side, going to be in some trouble, taken down 1 versus 4 with Did, also going to face the same fate. As IG respond, it's 1-for-1. IG are all right with it, though. They lost their AD carry. They took down the enemy support. They've still got both those big solo laners online. Accelerated Shock Blast going to be sidestepped there. Jankos not the victim of that one. Push continuing here in the bottom side. Balon going in. There comes Seismic Shove. Jankos going to be taken very low. Shy goes unstoppable as the tier 3 turret will fall in the bottom lane. This is no Baron, by the way. They're just breaking into the base of their own will and strength. They will smash down inhibitor number 1. They're pushing further onto the Nexus. G2 doesn't even feel safe defending their Nexus turrets. Yarden opens up the firing range, but the Shy just runs him down. Get out of your own base, he says. This Jace is fearless, and IG continues.
The Shy's 3 levels up on everyone on the enemy team. He's a monster, a raid boss right here, and no one's taking him down.
They'll continue just constantly being forward. Perks looks to make the dive, but Balon is right there to turn around. The Shy is dominating. The Ignite will not find the kill. Rookie's finally shut down there by Jankos. G2 continues to defend. They have 1 Nexus turret remaining and equal the Shy. Wonder has done the lowest damage in the game, lower than his own support. As now, the Baron will be taken. That's G2's final stand. It's a Baron up IG with a double kill onto their mid laner, pushing the base.
Have we ever had a game that's 11,000 gold and it's still 1v9 for the Shy?
The Shy could go 1v19 if the man wanted to right now. Somebody stop him. It won't be G2 though, because they have no possible way of fighting back. That's 1 auto attack.
He's 17!
Bar. That's 2 hits! Man, 2 hits! Third hit gonna come in now as Jackie Love makes sure that Perks finds himself a black and white screen as he watches his Nexus fall. IG will take us to game point, but they're gonna pad the stats here a little bit first. The Shy tries to get away. He'll finally be shut down. IG decide that's enough fooling around. Let's go for the Nexus now. Burning it down. 1, 2, 3, couple more hits will do it. G2 looking to make that last stand, but the minions say no, and that's 2-0 Invictus Gaming.
And no one will leave this game not knowing the name, the Shy. He has
Make a lot of sense, though, as an answer into the LeBlanc. You put the Aurelia top, you put that Camille in the jungle, and you have, more well-rounded.
Seeing if they can find Lee Sin,
or maybe dive.
Oh, if Ning face checks this, he's going to be in some trouble. Over the wall comes
He failed
Perks.
his
Looking to find
ward.
the lockdown, and the damage is there. It's first blood for G2.
Ning was looking for a ward hop back over the wall, but he actually failed the ward placement, and now they can turn this into a dive on the Shy. This is huge for G2.
Shy already had to use the flash. Yanko's going in, finding the dive, and Perks makes sure that he's part of the... Maybe there's a chance to look for something here in the near future, but it's Rookie going in onto Perks here in the mid lane yet again to find that damage. Aftershock already going to be procced. Both junglers show up as the claw goes backwards. Perks tries to get himself away, but Yanko's now going to be in some serious danger. The distortion in the auto attack. Rookie is a master at this champion, as we're going to see Wonder come in and clean up Ning. Now finds a disarm down onto the Shy, who's in the world ender, but still going to be in some trouble, taken down into the resurrection. What did rotating over to the fight now as well, trying to find something. Rookie
with that Pixie around bot, but they're trying to snowball topside.
No ult on the Shy.
They know Shy doesn't have that free resurrection here. Wow, that's a good flash coming out from him to stay alive, but is it going to be enough? Wonder trying to get himself away, using the flash to do so. Yanko's taken down! He will find the kill in return, but now Rookie is on the hunt, looking to find even more damage. Down now onto Perks, getting himself back and forth with the distortions. As G2 retreats, it'll be 1-for-1 on this trade overall. Rookie still going to be going forward, pops the cleanse, gets back over the wall, and he bites off more than he can chew, and Wonder's got that punish.
Yeah, punishing him.
On to Perks, but a good use of the Aftershock will make sure that doesn't hit too much harder. G2, for the first time this series, grabbed themselves first turret there in the bottom lane to make sure they're ahead of the Shelly push here in mid. Perks going to be taken down to about half. Rookie can say the same. Yanko's trying to buy some time, but now it's Wadid coming in from behind. Ning grabs the kill down onto Perks. It's going to be 1-for-0 for IG so far. Wadid's still going to be tanking up, but now the Vanguard's edge has been deployed. Wonder's coming in for the counterattack, and he cleans up Rookie as the Hextech ultimatum seals Jackie Love's fate, and G2 wins another fight.
Huge fight for
The champions let they drop.
Mid lane, G2 want to go in yet again. Jankos has to flash to get himself away, but Ning's able to find the follow with a nice kick back, and that shutdown credit over to Jackie Love. G2 not quite finding themselves the turret just yet. Yarnan's barely going to get himself away from the Glacial Fissure. The claw from Perks to take the escape, and what did will be the sacrifice as G2 lose 2.
Costly mistake there from G2. They so badly wanted that outer tower. Instead, they lose their cooldowns, they lose 2 kills, and they will lose their own mid lane turret here.
moment that they saw specifically Ning walk up and land a Q onto Jankos there to get out, but they got greedy trying to also get the turret, spare the blushes.
Have to against this team.
500 gold separates the two squads now. Wonder goes in, finds the stun down to Jackie Love, who gets himself away for now. Wonder still diving very deep, but he's going to be alone and shot down by Jackie. Fight still coming through. It's going to be 1-for-1 so far. Jackie still trying to get himself away, going to be chased down by Perks. Jankos burst it down, and the kill credit goes over to Yarn, and Jankos nearly felled, barely walks away, and G2 will keep their jungler alive, finding the 2-for-1. But here comes the Shy with the slam into the ground. Where will the fight go from here? As Woodid tries to turn it back around. Over onto Yarn goes the Shy. Woodid's going to be buying some time, but Rookie will take him out. The Shy continues going forward with a second slam to find himself another kill. Invictus Gaming has tied this game up in kills.
Going their eyes, crossing the T's, trying to get the second Infernal.
It's just gone.
We're going to be taken low, secured by Ning as Jankos goes into the pit, going to start the fight, but he's 1 versus 2. Perks coming in now as well. Ning taken very low, likely going to be killed to start this fight off. Woodid able to find some CC onto multiple people. Balon now going to be the target of the Vanguard's edge. Wonder trying to make something happen, but G2 look like they just want to disengage this one now. They already got the pick onto the enemy jungler. Oh! So many people! That's the Aatrox damage, and the Shy makes it happen.
The Shy finds everyone there. Rookie still hunting.
Oh, Rookie makes it a double kill for himself. He cleans up Perks, and tragedy strikes for the EU LCS representatives. Rookie will continue, but out of mana means he's out of time to continue the chase. Yep. Blue Trinket is going to be placed down. Jankos wants to go over the wall. This is your hero moment, but it's going to be secured by Ning, and now Jankos finds himself dead. If IG had won the game before, they're in a great spot to come back and find huge games right now. Wonder's behind enemy lines, running straight towards a turret. He wants to get away, but how long will he even be able to hold on? Ning goes in to find plenty of damage. Wonder tries to turn it back around, but he's already underneath the turret, and it's Baron +2.
Wheels have completely fallen off. They don't know how to respond.
Just as G2 are about to start a scenario.
And IG, when this team gets Barons, the map explodes. They force things down. They team fight. They run at you.
Gives him the advantage. He had the vision as well, and it was always going to be a worse than 50-50 chance for Jankos.
I think people are too
After the early game, that is a hell of a statement to make as he goes into World Ender, which is the green light for IG to go into the base. G2 support going to be taken very low, forced to pop the ultimate. IG will break inhibitor number 1 effortlessly. Inhibitor turret number 2 now under siege. That one will not be contested either, as inhibitor number 2 will follow suit.
Knowing IG, they may just keep pushing, but they are going to take the calm, measured approach here. They look like they want to back off.
Jankos stepping forward, seeing if maybe there's a pick to find. Yarnan goes in for the ultimate. Over the wall they go, seeing if maybe they can find something. Woodid's going to be way too far forward. It's killing spree for Ning. And G2's mid laner's now going to be in some trouble. Balon's taken low and taken down. They're managing to find the entirety of the fight. The Shy goes on a killing spree. Jankos going to go down. Perks is alone, but it will not matter. G2 is out of there, and IG will head right back into the base.
G2 accelerate their own demise. Perks is wasting Jackie Love's time. The death time is though they may be long enough, the game could still end.
Yeah. All Jackie has to do is keep Perks away. Rookie and the Shy continue the push. It's what did in 5 seconds. The minion
apparently starts with a 3-level lead.
It's open Nexus. IG is saying this game, this series ends right here. Perks getting himself back. Woodid's on the front line. Void Seeker fired off. G2 in some trouble in there. There you go. Woodid's gonna be the first to drop. Shy goes on a rampage. Everyone else is stuck in the fountain, and IG will cleave through them all. The stun comes down. Jankos goes out. Killing spree over to Rookie. IG clean house. And in a clean sweep, they punch their ticket to the finals.
No questions left unanswered from IG. An extreme show of dominance here from the LPL representatives. The Shy and Rookie are, simply put, incredible.
And in a tournament desperate for a favorite, maybe we were front row seat, ladies and gentlemen, to the first favorite being crowned, or the most recent one at least, because at this point IG have rampaged through G2, and it's hard to see Fnatic or C9 being just as emphatic tomorrow as we saw from IG today.
And remember the road to get here. Both of these teams took down tournament tournament favorites to even earn their spots today, and both of those series went the full distance. For IG to then beat their opponent now 3-0 is a hell of a statement, and they look ferocious going into that ultimate match.
They really do. The Shy, no matter what happened, it felt like the Shy was going to win, that he was going to take control in the game, and you have to take a moment, though, and appreciate the run and the showing that G2 has put up at this Worlds, taking down RNG, making it through the play-in, making it through groups, and really a tournament to be proud of.
Their contribution to the tournament cannot be denied. They were the ones to eliminate RNG, the team on a golden road, scheduled to win every tournament of the year. That didn't happen. What I take away from this series, though, is my original question of how do IG match up to what we expected from G2? They took it on, front to back, and said, we'll take you on those carry matchups, and they decimated them in the carry matchups. And that's a big worry now, because now you know they can deal with that. They can play their own style as well. How do you even prepare for this team coming into a world final?
And we talked about how it was curious that they chose the blue side coming into this series after playing all of their games on
Both
red
sides
at the
singing pretty
quarterfinals.
good.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's almost like IG knows how to play League of Legends straight up. This is just a really strong team. And for more on their dominating victory, let's send it over for Worlds Cooldown.
Thank you, Captain Flowers, and welcome to World's Cooldown. IG was 2 hits on a Nexus away from a 3-0. Almost got reverse sweeped. This time around, they say not gonna happen. They get the 3-0 over G2. Definitely cement themselves as a worthy finals team.
And that's exactly why we both predicted IG 3-0.
Yep.
Excellent work, Deficio.
Killed a pre-game bot, by the way. Don't
Right.
let anyone go back and
There's a
watch
problem
that.
uploading it to YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's
so
lagging
weird
there.
that this pre-show of all pre-shows. But let's talk about this final game, because this was the toughest victory for IG in this 3-game series here. G2 actually had control over the game for a substantial period of time. They made some decent adjustments in draft. It just wasn't quite enough.
It was also some wonky drafting from IG. They looked like they had a clear shot that like Braum Lucian, like, nah, give me the Kai'Sa. Looked like they could have gone for a comfort pick for Ning again. They're like, nah, give me the Lee Sin. I'm like white fisting the desk, like, oh no, we're going to game power.
I mean, it looked like it for a moment at least, but that's what happens in a best of 5 when you've secured 2 wins already as IG based on simply having the best solo lane setup possible for your team to win with the Shy and Rookie as well. So when you go into game 3, even if this had snowballed out of control, like you could have readjusted for the next game. So
Absolutely.
it felt like they were in control except for the 20 minutes here, and obviously they started with Ning. Not really sure what he tried to do on Lee Sin.
And props to G2. I think this is kind of the G2 that we wanted to see enter this best of 5, and it took, unfortunately, too long for them to finally show up in game 3. If they had played the first 2 games like this, I would have been great with the series. Yeah, still congratulations to G2 because no one expected them to be here, but I think they could have had a lot more fight than what we got out of this 3-0.
Still, though, I have to say, I thought the solo lane matchups would be a little bit more even going into the series.
Right.
A bit like we saw in the last game. But watching game 1, the Jace from Rookie, and then game 2, the Jace from the Shy, it's where you get that reality check of just how good these 2 players can be when they get to play, a comfortable champion, a good matchup, and they get that early lead. Because we see so many other players when they get 1 or 2 kills, sure, they might get 1 turret, but then they kind of slow down a bit. The Shy was like 1v2ing people in their own base. Like, that's the kind of stuff you want to see when a world-class player gets ahead.
And unfortunately for G2, there was never going to be a scenario where they were able to beat Invictus Gaming in the same way that they did RNG. Let Me and Xiaohu are completely different animals comparatively to Rookie and the Shy. They're just not on the same level right now. And I think that was unfortunately like the big wake-up call for G2, where stylistically they really hadn't been tested in that 1-3-1 or in those solo lanes, and it was going to be matchup dependent, and maybe fumbled a couple matchups here and there with a couple of the drafts, and then really had that wake-up call of, okay, this isn't Let Me, this is a completely different top laner.
Yeah, because when we did the win conditions going into the series, one of the big ones was Jankos and Wadid kind of outperforming Ning and Baolan. So the supporting crew around these carries needed to win on the side of G2 for them to actually take down IG. And during the games, it became very clear that that was not going to happen. I think Wadid had like a good time Kench game for sure, but we didn't get to see 3 games in a row of Jankos just like beating on Ning. And that's obviously also too much to ask from him to do this, but it was one of the needed things for G2 to then stop the snowball from the two solo laners. When that didn't happen and Ning with the Jarvan was good in the first game, and second game he did fine as well, it suddenly went super IG favorite.
Yeah, the pieces weren't there for G2 today. We did get a look at G2's favorable early game there in this third game. I do want to take a look at one other moment. Exactly, great start for G2, but where it kind of began to turn. In the mid game here, G2 perhaps a little too aggressive, and it gets turned around.
I mean, they have to take these fights at this point. You're looking for those power spikes. It felt good for G2. It just kind of came down to execution, maybe some mismanaged target identification, and kind of the call afterwards. You know, you have a very clear win here that you just need to keep track of the LeBlanc and then choose, do we continue to push this out, or do we take, you know, some of these kills and maybe reset the map, and G2 decided to push the luck?
Yeah, because after this, when G2 stay, they obviously get flanked. Yankees, poor guy, tries to get a win. Aatrox flies in.
Hey guys, he's behind us.
This was fight number 1. Shy got to join. There was then fight number 2 as well, around the Dragon, where he made like the biggest 1v5 kind of play. We were all screaming, just back,
Yeah.
what are you doing? But
and then they four-man run into the third queue.
They're like, oh, we should just kill this guy. He's all alone. And then they end up then jumping into that massive queue, right? The whole fight is set up for IG. And again, that's where you see the differences in this game then between some of the individual players and how hard you can carry.
And he's doing that from behind in this game. He wasn't set up like he was in the first 2 games. Through today's series, Invictus Gaming performed, but there were a couple of notable performances in that 3-0 that earned players the honor of MasterCard Player of the Game. For Invictus Gaming, it was Rookie, and then the Shy twice.
Surprise, surprise, it's the solo laners for Invictus Gaming. I'm really happy that the Shy finally got his big moment on the stage. I think Papa Smithy said it best on cast. He finally now proved to the international audience just what a big star he is and cemented that on the World's Hall of Fame, if you will, as he walks towards finals.
They got one more best of 5 to go, but those are the kinds of performances you want to see out of your solo laners before you move on to that final stage. To hear more from the victorious pros who played on stage, let's send it over to Shock for an interview with the Invictus Gaming top laner.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm here with the Shy after 3-0ing their way to the final. The Shy, in your very first World Championship, what does it mean to you to make it to the final?
네, 결승전에 진출하셨습니다. 상대형 승리였는데 첫 롤드컵에서 결승전까지 가게 된 소감이 어떤가요?
네, 3대0으로 좀 약간 쉽게 이기게 됐는데 저희 팀이 정말 잘해주었고 네, 그래서 지금 체감은 안 되지만 되게 기분 좋은 것 같아요.
So it was an easy 3-0 victory, but this is so surreal for me. All the other players were doing so perfectly for this victory, so I'm really happy.
A relatively easy victory. I have to say, you definitely carried a lot of those games. What allowed you to step up so heavily for your team today?
그럼 오늘은 정말 엄청나게 혼자서 캐리하는 그런 모습이 나왔는데 어떻게 한 단계 더 나아진 모습이 나올 수 있었을까요?
진짜 뱀픽의 차이인 것 같고요. 이번에 저희 코치진과 선수진에서 탑에 몰아주는 뱀픽을 하자고 했고 그거에 대한 결과로 지금 이렇게 보여준 것 같아요.
So I think it is all about our draft. We used to play around the bot lane, but this time we came with the draft with playing around the top lane. Our coaching staff kind of planned it. I think it went as we planned before.
Well, draft is, of course, important, but I think you're maybe underplaying how strong you were today. Is there anyone left in the tournament in the top lane that could beat you?
근데 뱀픽뿐만 아니라 정말 플레이가 정말 화려하셨습니다. 그럼 이제 남은 탑 라이너 중에 좀 만나고 싶거나 좀 경계가 된 상대가 있을까요?
딱히 없는 것 같아요.
No.
No?
No.
Well, we'll see that. It looks like you guys have a fantastic road laid out for you. Are you starting to dream of lifting that Summoner's Cup with IG for the LPL, or is it dangerous to start dreaming so early?
그러면 이제 그 롤드컵 우승컵을 들어올리는 상상을 좀 하고 계신지 아직은 그런 걸 하기엔 좀 이른 것 같으신지 궁금하네요.
그런 행복한 상상들을 하곤 하는데 그래도 결승이 남았으니까 제일 중요한 경기다 보니까 좀 마음을 추스리고 내 경기에 임해야 될 것 같아요.
So I sometimes dream about those happy imaginations, but you know, final is the most important thing for us. So we have to kind of chill down and prepare for the finals.
Okay, calming down, but no one else is going to beat him who's left in this tournament. Thank you very much. The Shy and IG make it to the final.
No top laner better than him in the tournament, or so he seems to think. I mean, doing what he did to Wonder in this series, a lot of people are pointing to Wonder as maybe the guy who could match him, who could, unseat him It's not going to happen. He's going to look towards either Bwipo, Soaz, or Licorice in that final series.
The Shy's only had the better of him a couple of times in the LPL. JDG's top laner Zoom comes to mind. So it's, you know, getting a solo kill on the Shy in his domestic league is an accolade that someone would equate to if they manage to solo kill Faker or something like
now
that.
Just imagine getting a win over him in the finals. Now, to wrap up this series, though, I do want to talk about G2 as they exit today. Top 4 finish here at Worlds. We've been talking about it all tournament long. This team, from start to finish of 2018, their, you know, trials and tribulations and ultimately prevailing, you know, to come as the 3rd seed over those obstacles, and then to crush the doubters along the way through the play-ins, through the groups, and then here to the semifinals.
I just think it's crazy that 2 months ago, I think these 5 players were looking at each other after losing to Misfits in playoffs and being like, what's next? Like,
that's it, yeah.
This is a mess, nothing is working, you know, we didn't win in spring, we're not winning in summer, and we play for G2 Esports, the organization that will always make the final, always challenge for the title in
They
Europe.
had their Madrid jerseys ready to go.
They had the Madrid jerseys were ready, and they didn't make the finals in Madrid. But now 2 months later, they look at this top 4 finish, beating RNG. It wasn't an easy road to top 4 by any means. They had to go all 5 games. Obviously, they were completely outmatched in this series, but that doesn't take away from them shutting down RNG and getting out of the Group A as well.
Without a doubt. With their victory, though, Invictus Gaming become the first LPL team to make a World Championship final since 2014, and they'll face the winner of Cloud9 versus Fnatic playing tomorrow. IG as finalists. Let's talk about this squad because, again, the 3-2 victory over KT that was nearly a 3-0. They follow it with a dominant 3-0 over G2. And now they're staring across the bracket at Fnatic and Cloud9.